Welcome back to Factorio Seablock TSM episode number 323. We're at the Blue Science where we implemented this dual platform system last episode. Now I have actually set up the second platform a little bit differently. I have, instead of the trains on the way, I'm using the actual ingredient. So you see here the train counter records both a signal, one for the one train on the way and one for a train with resource copper on the way. So it's the same thing, except this way it allows the trains to deliver even if there's another train on the way, and that way you don't get bumped on the queue, which I considered important. We're not going to see anything in the queue now, are we? Oh yes, we are. So it's already back in the queue. And the others will pop at 8k, which I guess is good enough. Glass seems to be coming regularly, but not in a way that is interfering really with the copper anymore. Now we still seem to have an issue right here. If you notice, every now and then the copper runs out and it stops, and that's causing a problem. So I did a slight modification here. I'm not sure that it's really necessary. What I would like to do is move all these over one, move this one over one, and see if I can get an actual dedicated copper to also, where would it come? How would it get down there? Yeah, that's an interesting question. That's definitely an interesting question. We could probably move this one over one. Wow. You could probably go back up there so we don't waste you. Express stack. Oh, I've got a limit on them. Okay, that's fine. How much is in you? 23. It just takes a while. In fact, I don't know why I'm worried about it. I could just... now, did I pick up those items? Yes, I did. Okay, you go into there. And what we'll do is... for now, we will empty from there. So I don't expect it to take particularly long to clear this for me. Why are we not moving? You don't have any of those. They don't have... oh, green circuits this time. Green circuits. Oh, good grief. I guess that's not to be unexpected. Let's have a quick look at mineral sludge, since that was the thing that we discovered as an issue at the end of last time. So there is no shortage on mineral sludge. That should imply no, copper is still an issue. I think mineral sludge will be an issue as soon as I deal with copper. How far off are we from green circuits? Long way, because it's missing iron. Iron plate. Oh wow, iron plate is... yeah, iron plate needs its own version of this. Copper needs a new one of these, which actually means I need to go out one further, because Otherwise, I've got to fix all of the orientation, and I don't want to do that. But I probably want to come out here anyway. So I want more mineral sludge. Ideally, I'd be out here. So, yeah, okay, never mind. Let's just fix this. We'll get to that problem in a moment. So by being that far over, we can move this one over one. Like so. I think that was glass. It was. We can deposit the glass back in here. And then this one, therefore, could be one further over as well. And we can put them back in here. So they serve no purpose to me otherwise. And that gives me a pathway here, which I can't get anything from down there, but how am I going to work this? If these were we're going to do something like that, but do it like that, then we could have another pathway. How awkward, yes, true. Supplying copper. Okay. You need to drop there. No, there. You need to pick up there and drop there. Right, so that is the... Oh, you need to pick up there and you need to pick up there. Does green circuits have iron yet? No. What's iron's problem? There is a train on the way heading to load, but you can't get there because of, it looks like it's actually not a supply issue, it's a rail signal issue. That's something different at least, guys. I know most people, when they do these city blocks, they have everywhere dedicated 2 lanes, but I wanted to have like a space efficient system. Maybe I didn't really need to. Maybe it would have saved me a lot in the long run to actually do what everybody else does. But let's have a look. What's going on here? Okay, so you can't get out. You're trying to get in. Why are you trying to get in when this one can't get out yet? And why can't you get out? Maybe there was a reason this guy was one of those. Oh, we don't have a signal up here. That's what the problem is. So this whole segment is considered to be the same as this bit here. That's very poor on my part. There. This one probably should go back to being a chain, to be honest. Right. So it's not so much that we had a shortage, it was more delivery had been impaired. Maybe that's the only reason why our mineral sludge had recovered. So I had big ideas of coming in here, originally building a mineral sludge up here, which would actually have to go up here. So I'd have to build the two to go here so that I could put a mineral sludge in the middle, which is a long way from where they go here. So I guess wherever I go, it's going to be a long way away from somewhere. The thing with these is if you want the orientation of all of the train stops to be correct, all of them are currently in a very specific orientation. I mean, this is actually flipped around, but that's okay. It's in the same. It's aligned with this one, where, in fact, I should get rid of this because that is that's not right. But let me explain what I'm trying to say. So, this side is all going up, and this side is all going to the west. For every one of these, up, west, this one will be up west as well, up, west. The ones on the other side, this was a special, so it's sort of different. The ones on the other side will also be up wests, up, west, and up west. Now, it's not because it's impossible to do an up east, but if we did an up east, we'd have to change all of the train stop orientations, and that's quite a lot of manual labor, which I don't really want to do. So what I'm more interested in doing is ensuring that we can have an up east. We won't have it if I and also it doesn't have the corners. So I mean, you'd think maybe this is one, but that's a down. So you actually have to be the one that's out here, which would be out here and out here. Those two will be the up east, up west orientation that we need. And you can't just flip it around, it won't work. You have to change the actual stations, which is the pain. So I can't, in other words, I basically can't put any of these mineral sludge stations in this column. I can put them in this column, which would mean putting one or two up here would work. I guess getting down, I mean, these are, the thing is, these are quite busy. I guess the mineral sludge ones aren't that busy. So I could put, what I'm thinking of is I need, well, if I went up to here, I'd have to go a further one. Or, you know, go out this way anyway. because that's a corner, and the flat one would be up here, unless there was only one. But I'm thinking of actually making a, so have one this orientation that leads to a mud, which we must have plenty of mud now, interestingly enough. It's amazing how these products go from, we now have plenty to we're crying out for it, but okay, we have plenty. I'm thinking that I want an orientation where we have one of these at the top, something taking the mud away, and also the special stop in the middle here, and then another one at the bottom, so we actually do two at a time. So those are my thoughts, which would mean we need to come out here, where this could be one, this could be our special stop, this could be one, but we'd need the corners. So I think down there is actually better, but it's quite a lot of extra building. But what better things do we have to do? We potentially could build the iron plate right now, which would be a version of this that doesn't involve the manganese and doesn't involve this side. It's only this side. What machines? Pallet. See, these things actually could be upgraded. Maybe that's the first step, since we have this here, is to get all of these up to the maximum level. Oh. Not sure if that, oh, not entirely sure if that works. Pallet press 4, right. Or processor 3s. What are those? 1s. Yes, we must be out of ore. Oh no, there comes the ore. Yeah, I kind of was hoping to basically completely stop this side, but it doesn't seem possible when there's a high demand and the ingots are being are needing to be loaded as well. Mainly because this is just more efficient, because we use the extra product to add some efficiency. Let's get this upgraded. So that's Danazok 13. 13, that would be that one. Right. Very good. What sort of belt is this? Express. Okay. We could probably improve it. And in fact, if it's getting jammed up, maybe it needs a double belt. Probably does, actually. All this upgrade probably doesn't do that much. Oh. You're actually full. And this could do with a means to get product out faster. So yeah, there's a couple of things I want to do to that. Oh, we're at the bottom of it. To do to this iron ore. That still doesn't get that far down. Okay, do we actually have an iron shortage now? Iron plate shortage. Is this... No. No, we do not. So is blue science running? Nope. Is green science... green circuits running? Yes. So one would hope that this is not going to be very long before it's done. And blue science can resume. Wonder if that should be a termination point, and this should be made to be on both sides, because we actually run out of those fairly early on. Oh no, we can't. We can't, because we need these things. Ingredient shortage. Yeah, you never get the yellow plates pretty much. And where are you going to go? You're going to go to blue. Who's Nick McCracken? I suspect that is... that's the Make Everything, isn't it? Nick McCracken. Yeah. Can I rename this from here? I can. ME resources in. There you go. Green circuits. There you go. ME resources in. So that name change was effective. That will at least make it a little bit easier to identify. Okay, mineral sludge. Are you a problem? No. So, okay, mineral sludge is not the most important then. Or does that mean no, you haven't been served? Copper ore. Why is the blue one always struggling a little bit more? It doesn't look like it should be. I don't understand. There must be something weird with Factorio fluid mechanics that's favouring The downside, well, in that case, this blue should be better than the white, but it's not. Don't know. Do not know. Let's just see if copper ore is an issue anywhere. Yeah, it still is. So does that mean that copper has just headed off to here? Wow. It might actually be getting a copper ore train. Yes, we're getting a copper ore train here finally. Maybe we did enough. This is the confusing thing with this game. I mean, I can run their stats, but you'd kind of have to run it over about 10 hours to really know. And I haven't just let the game play for 10 hours, so it's not really as simple as that. Oh, you need another belt. Okay, let's fix that while we can. Is it? There we go. They're probably not actually adding that much to the total. What? You're after basic prod modules. I can put slightly better ones in. Oh, you've got no power. Because we used a substation. That's a lot better. What can you take? You can only take speed modules. But I've given these things a 45% speed reduction, so I could, if I'm using that many productivity modules, I could potentially have 2 to 3 more. Which would probably make some sort of sense. So I'm not actually sure what my priority is right now. I suspect it's the iron. Right, they're all full. I don't want manganese. I don't want manganese. Do I need the rest of that? I probably do. Right, let's go to about there. Get rid of some of these baubles. We are... No, we're not. Damn. See, this is just the problem I was sort of inferring. I'm going to have to move this whole station to over here. Try and fit all of this stuff in. But I guess we can do that. It's not going to be the end of the world. The rest of it should work in terms of the where it's directing that stuff to. I don't need coal or charcoal or whatever that is going. It doesn't need to. Might as well just do that. And then copy to about there. Oh, okay, that's where this one starts to come in. So I think that's in reach, since this is a mega roboport. Yep. Oh, it's a Mark IV. That's what I mean by mega. This will all be in the wrong direction, so I might just borrow this one. Green. Why don't we just upgrade all of that to green? Be easier than ripping it out and ripping it back in. Now, oops. Okay. You are not necessary. We do need you. We do need you. Till the train is actually there, it's kind of hard to place that. All right, let's, here we go. We're starting to get our stuff. Not quite what I was expecting. Let's have a look what's missing. It doesn't look like anything's missing, actually. Oh, one thing. Okay, so I'll have to come back for a second delivery. 54%. We're doing slightly better, I think, than we were last episode on the science. Yeah, it had come to a stop. These are just sitting pretty with 8k each. And they wait on the blue to arrive. Meanwhile, blue is doing its best to add up a little before the train gets back, buff up. I'm wondering if, to keep the factory chugging, well, we are kind of chugging, 1.5 gigawatt. That probably means circuits. Some of these circuits are running. Green's running. Red has just started running. Blue still not. Blue missing red. Advanced blue missing green. Yeah, so that's why we're doing this, so that we can do another green. Maybe it's worth trying to put in place the new green as well. So with new green, with new green, do I need to consider potentially another platform? I don't think I do. I think with new red I will, but with new green I don't need to. So you are basically identical for over here. That's a problem. Let's fix that problem on old green. Where was that problem? Don't know. Okay, maybe there isn't a problem there. Or was it up here? Was it up here? Ah, there is a problem here. There's no signals across this bit. That is bad. There should be those. And actually, ideally, that should also be one. That should enable... let's fill in some of these things that don't add any value. I don't think green needs water at all. So rather than have explosives come along and be completely wasted, let's just fill in those bits. And then from inside the outer rail, let's copy this whole thing. That should do. Green circuits. Create blueprint. That should be a perfect thing to be able to slap down. We'll just wait for this one to finish up. Okay, you cannot go there. Have to go there. And I'll have to come back to that. Oh, this will be around the wrong way as well. No, that's correct. It's in the iron. The bottom part. No, we fixed the bottom part. That's right. Let's put in that to give us room for all of this stuff. Okay, that's just being silly. Don't we have a... We've got a storage chest up here. came from somewhere else, I guess. So, you're okay, I think they're okay. I might have to check that when a train comes in. But otherwise... you need to be copper ore. Is it empty train or is it something else? It's not empty train. So it's probably that one. Yes. Copper ore. Iron ore. Iron ore. Whoops. Interesting. Okay, so that's P. RSTU. R is charcoal. It's probably easiest just to recreate this. Trains on the way less than R, bring me charcoal. Bring me charcoal. That one is limestone. Trains on the way less than S. Limestone. Wait a minute. I need go back to empty. That's not the one I need. Charcoal, right. Limestone, right. T is cobalt. Trains on the way is less than T. Bring me cobalt ingots. And U is nickel, I'm guessing. Not well, I'm not so much guessing. I'm pretty sure I know. Turn on. Yeah, nickel ingot. Trains on the way. Less than U. What's that? That's tin. That's nickel. Missing one of those just there. Because this is set up to only deliver one at a time, it could take a little while for all of this to flow through. I think I want this one to start building. No, not from my bots. From this guy. You're 12. Stanozoc 12. So why don't we get Stanozoc? Oh, Stanozoc 12 is already there. Why don't we refresh? There you go. Okay. Wow. 55%. think you're working better than you used to. How are we doing for time? We're at 50 minutes. That's not too bad. I don't really like this dual system. I need to make a tidier one over here, which to me means stretching this and stretching this. And then, because you do have quite a lot of things here, so it's worth doing. I'm not sure which ones are the highest usage. Maybe I could get some idea from that for pink. If we were to go into there. Input. Aluminium would seem to be pretty high. Maybe cobalt, steel, and titanium. And everything else could go where it's already going. So yeah, it'd be aluminium, these two. Get moved to their own platform. A lot easier to do it without all the material coming out. How is your train? Oh, here it is. Good. Start building. Wow. We're still missing nickel ingots. From the looks of things, nickel. Nickel ingots has proved a problem quite often. Your serious sulfuric acid is still your problem. Is there never going to be an end to sulfuric acid being a problem? They're just completely drained. Sulfur. You're not full, are you? Good grief, that didn't take long. Sodium hydroxide. Where exactly do we use that? I think... So, what is this doing? Are you just making sodium hydroxide? Because if you are, that's kind of bad. I think you are. Let me go over to aluminium. It's probably not actually up. I think this is it, right? You are making sodium hydroxide. Where are you getting your sodium from? You're getting it from here. Why don't I deliver you sodium, and none of this does anything? I mean, we could have even delivered the salt for that matter. But I can deliver you the sodium, and it's only if I have no sodium that you take it from there. But of course, you're pretty full, so that's going to be difficult. Do I still need this? Probably not. What are we actually missing? We're missing. We're not miss. Are we missing copper? It doesn't look like we're actually trying to produce any at the moment. Aluminium. No. What's in there? A ton of old things. Ooh, okay. Right. Let's turn you into a rubbish stop. Which I probably should have made a special... a blueprint for or something. So once again, it's basically if anything greater than 0, output P, and then this is trains on the way less than P as per usual, and we use this for our rubbish. And what I also want to do is pick up from there, pick up from there. Oh, why have you got all that aluminium ore? That doesn't seem like a good spot for it. Wow. Train jam. I think it will clear. Anyway, you've cleared everything while I was watching that. That's fantastic. Let's clear this up. Oh. Construction bots. Okay, what I'm going to do is we'll repurpose this to be a sodium station. And this collection of sodium that has stopped the sodium sulfate to sulfur. Actually, let's have a look at sodium sulfate. There's no outstanding requests for it one way or another. I'm going to have to go down there to do this. I kind of didn't expect that to... Oh, jeepers. To get the train to that point so quickly. The station. I should have known better. We're obviously converting a lot of sodium sulfate to sulfur. Right, here we are. How much do you actually have in there? 6.6k. Okay, well, you are going to be a sodium. We'll just go greater than 16k. I don't know if I need to be so concerned about equal to. And we don't have any thingies, so that's alright. Right, you need to drop now. And we need some priorities for sodium. Is it possible we'll ever have another one of these trains? Not known at this point. I guess I'll just set it up as a normal with an empty and a full. So, okay. Sodium, there are none, so let's start. Sodium, empty train. Oh, I need some train stops first, don't I? You're all full up. Pretty sure I have removed one from here. I have up there, so let's pop up there. By the time we get this set up, I think I'll have to call this episode, and we can make sure our new iron plate and new green circuit are working next time. Where are we? Ah, good. Okay, that will do. Right, you are going to be empty, not that, but empty sulfur. And you are going to be sulfur supply, right. I may as well make a train now. Since we're not far away. is power doing? 1.6, 1.7. That's very healthy. I like it when I see it using lots of power. 58%. It's far more realistic. I've been calling it sulfur. I mean sodium. This is the sodium train. So, sodium. Empty sodium. Circuit condition and sodium supply. Circuit condition. Fuel's 150, off you go. Shall I jump on board? Does this actually bring me somewhere closer to where I wanted to be? I'm not 100% sure, but anyway. I think we end up doing a circle here. Oh, a long circle to try and force our way in. Actually, I'm going to get off here. No need for me to go up there. We wanted to get down this part. Right. Okay, so, yes, priorities. We don't actually have them yet. Sodium. Sodium. Empty train. Select until full. Yes, this one is going to be, it's going to be a white one because that's it right there. Sodium. And your buddy to full. And that will be sodium supply. There it is. So just to check, sodium, yep. So you want to pick up sodium empty train. And it's already on its way, so that's good. That'll take some sodium away. Now, if we go back up to aluminium, instead of making sodium, we will just bring it in. Should be probably over a little bit still. Hang on. Up. So I want to put a control on this one. You're going to need a power pole. Okay. No, let's change this first. Sodium is less than 16K. Then a P, and this one won't be that one. It will be the full sodium. What? No, you go back to there. Okay, that's better. I'm going to change your name to aluminium sodium bin. That's better. And we better get some unloaded. Well, no! Stop! Go back. Right, go there. I gotta fix that priority. Edit, it's until empty. Update. Okay, that should work. So it should be right at the bottom, right? So we did get that. Yes, it's now until empty. Good. Now. Drop off there. That should be fine. Just waiting on sodium. There's your sodium hydroxide, not that you need it because you got this alumina. I guess at least we have a consumption of it now. 115, we did 9% in this episode. Not as good as the 15 we used to do, but still pretty good. I'm happy with that. I think we're going to wrap it up here. Very quick peek at our new green science. Good. It's basically good to go. Just needs some modules and apparently some carbon. Carbon. Death. Death Leechwing, okay. Carbon. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm sure this will resolve soon enough. We're not actually quite ready. We haven't put everything in there. But yeah. Is it possible we need another carbon place? What about charcoal? How's that? We have charcoal. Don't know. Yes, so thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you in the next, where hopefully we have all this up and running. See if we need more. Well, let's quickly check that one again now. Mineral sludge. And yeah, it looks like we're sort of on the borderline, so we're definitely going to have to do one of those things I was discussing at the beginning. But we have made some progress, and blue is definitely running quite a lot better as a consequence. So that's awesome. See you next time, guys. Bye for now.